chair? No? Excuse me. Okay, here we go. So I first would like to thank everyone who's responsible for getting this great event together. Obviously, Miss Moda, Miss Taylor, Miss Lewis, Miss Webb, who's now Mrs. Byrne. I'm sorry, I always say that. So without them, nothing's possible. So we want to thank them, and we appreciate them for all their hard work. Being that I'm a teacher, probably, I talk in front of everybody and I don't get nervous, but I still get nervous. So I turn all red and my ears get red. It's just because I'm a little nervous. So, anyway, this year was very special for me. It was my first year as an actual head coach. I was on It was different because not only was I, not coaching with my best friend, Peter Byrne anymore. Yes, he's not here. But delegating different tasks and trying to get Coach Mike's vision on our team and applying it to our team, and delegating different tasks amongst our coaches and our players. And I really learned a lot. I think I grew as a person and as a coach, but I don't think I would have grown as much as I have if it weren't for these players up here and my other two coaches, Coach Finch and Coach Kemp. So you probably wouldn't believe from what Ms. Woda said, we had a 6-2 record. There was about a few days this summer where we didn't think we were going to have a team. There was 5 kids that showed up, and Coach Mike and I, and Coach O'Byrne, and Coach Finch, Coach Pat, we called 135 freshmen and asked them if they wanted to play football. And it was just like, call after call. We got some yeses, we got a lot of no's, but I'm so happy that we got these 24 guys up here to start this great team. I also would like to thank their parents, their unwavering support, their dedication coming to the games, giving pizza after games. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. My parents still come to these games. I don't know why, but they use every game I've been a part of since I was a little boy, through high school, through college, and it means a lot to me that they're there. I'm sure just for them it means a lot that they're there as well. So thank you, parents. So we based our season around one word, and that was history. From day one, we would break our huddle, we would break our practices with history. And it means a lot to this team because there are things that we accomplished this year that we've never done in this program. We won the first ever homecoming game ever in KIPP history. We had a great Friday night game at Stuyvesant. It was a battle. First time we beat Stuyvesant. And then our last game of the season was determined if we lose, we would just tie the record, but if we won, we would set the record at 6-2 for best record overall. So we made history. I'm proud of it. They're proud of it. You want to be proud. So I won't take any more of your time. Without further ado, I want to announce all the players. They're going to go receive a pin from Coach Finch. We're just going to go down the line. Okay, so we have Raheem Dolce. We also have to recognize 3 outstanding athletes. And Coach Ken is going to introduce the first award recipient.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here, and personally I'd like to thank Coach Mike for giving me the opportunity to join this great institution, this great program. Had it not been for his willingness, I wouldn't be here. All right, gentlemen, unfortunately the Most Valuable Player Award can only go to one player. But after having watched you guys play, I can honestly say there's a good 6 or 7 of you that we could not have accomplished what we accomplished without the effort that you put in, both every day and especially on game day. So for those of you that don't get this award, heck of a season, gentlemen. Very well done. Okay, our MVP. He is no doubt an impressive physical specimen. He has God-given talents that anybody with their eyeballs can see. What was interesting was this kid developed an amount of humility and decency that really fits into the framework of what I've learned the KIPP program to be about. Through the entire season, no matter how many touchdowns he scored, no matter how many passes he caught, he always came to the sideline like it was really no big deal. Like he was very thankful to somebody, and probably his maker, that he was given the talent that he was given to be able to do what he did. And I know that may sound a little silly, but I noticed it. I've done this for a long time, and when you have a kid who is prolific as he is on the field, come over to the sideline and really not make a big deal out of it, it's impressive. In terms of this kid's ability to become a student of the game, that was a little bit interesting, and I'll share one story with you. We were trying to teach him how to become a defensive end, and for a kid that had never played football, defensive end is sort of a big position on the football team. And we worked at it, and he had a little bit of a meltdown one afternoon, and I think the phrase was something, "Coach Ken, I hate this position." And I said, XYZ name, well, that's why we're working at it, so that you can get better at it. Well, we had a game literally the next day. We had our first scrimmage, which was against the East Harlem Pride. And he had, I think he had maybe 8 tackles. And the phrase that became, "Coach Ken, I love playing defensive end." So that's what 9th grade football players are all about. The statistic that this kid put up as a freshman playing football are equally as impressive. His total yards were somewhere in the area of 700 plus. He had multiple touchdown games. And Coach Finch and I are primarily responsible for the defense. There's nothing better than being part of the defense when you know you have an offense and an offensive coordinator that can score 30 points a game. It makes our job a lot easier. So between the touchdowns and the receiving yards and the rushing yards, it was statistically an incredible season. Without further ado, let's give it up for our most valuable player, Jalen Johnson.
Congratulations. My name is Coach Finch, one of the JV football coaches. I have the pleasure of presenting the Most Improved Award, which I think is a pretty cool award. I think that the JV team is a pretty improved team. After starting 0-2, we finished 6-2. So I just want to give another round of applause to the JV team. Most Improved is not just about improving at skill, but also improving as a student and a scholar, young gentleman. And